For the day you changed your life, you've learned to love yourself. Oh, it's time for a change. Oh, it's time for a change. And then we're going to have Scott on deck.
I'm going to do a couple of original songs. The first one is actually partly original because the words came from a poem that my grandmother wrote about 50 years ago about her relationship with my grandfather, which wasn't very good, so it's kind of a heavy song, a little bit dark. She called it To You. And I'm calling the song It's a Hell of a Life. I dreamed of our future a long time ago. We'd walk hand in hand in the evening glow, with love in our hearts that would grow and grow. Though our hair was snow white and our steps getting slow, we'd speak of years past so happy and gay, but something has happened along the way. You no longer want me to be by your side. Your plans to me you no longer confide. I so wanted your love and caress, but you have ignored me, you couldn't care less. Only in name am I your wife. You shut me out of your secret life. I wish I could forget the part of our life that made you forget that you had a wife. You've done many things of which you cannot be proud, so your superior attitude has no real ground. You want me to feel inferior to you, but I know myself and I also know you. You're rude, inconsiderate, frustrated too. You show me no courtesy, I'm just a servant to you. I so wanted your love and caress, but you have ignored me, you couldn't care less. I have no husband, you need no wife. Who are we fooling? It's a hell of a life. Who are we fooling? It's a hell of a life. And this one, I've never played this before anyplace, so brand new song. It's called I'm Sorry. I'm sorry if I made you unhappy. Sorry for everything I've done. I didn't mean to upset you. I'm sorry I shot you with my gun. I didn't know it was loaded. I only meant it in fun. I was as surprised as you were when I shot you with my gun. When I aimed and pulled the trigger, it's too bad you didn't run. Darling, I feel so remorseful. I'm sorry I shot you with my gun. I'm sorry for all the times I cheated, for all the lies I have spun. But most of all, my darling, I'm sorry I shot you with my gun. I didn't know it was loaded. I was only having fun. I was as surprised as you were when I shot you with my gun. I'm sorry you bled out on the carpet and couldn't stop once you'd begun. The stain you left will never come out. I'm sorry I shot you with my gun. I'm sorry I didn't charge my cell phone, so I couldn't call 911. If I had, the paramedics might have saved you. I'm sorry I shot you with my gun. I didn't know it was loaded. I only meant it in fun. I was as surprised as you were when I shot you with my gun. Darling, can you ever forgive me? I'm sorry I shot you with my gun. Thank you.
Hey, Scott.
Alright, you need a music stand?
Hi.
Hey.
Alright, we're gonna do a Green Day song. If you don't know who Green Day is, they're on my show. Okay. Go ahead. Summer has come and passed. Innocent can never last. Wake me up when September ends. Like my father's come to pass. 7 years has gone so fast. Wake me up when September ends. Here comes the rain again, falling from the stars, drenched in my pain again, becoming who we are. As my memory rests, but never forgets what I lost. Wake me up when September ends. Summer has come and passed, and the sun can never last. Wake me up when September ends. Bring out the bells again, like we did when spring began. Wake me up when September ends. comes the rain again, falling from the stars, drenched in my pain again, becoming who we are. As my memory rests, but never forgets what I was. Wake me up when September ends. Summer has come and passed. The innocent can never last. Wake me up when September ends. Like my father's 20 years has gone so fast. Wake me up when September ends. Whoops, came in too early there. Okay, we're gonna do another Green Day song called Good Riddance. Okay. Turning point, a fork in the road. Sun grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and stuff frames in your minds. Hang it on a shelf in your health and your times. Tattoos and memories and destiny on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. And a drummer, and it's called Everyday Howlin'. And if you have a Facebook, you should like it. Okay, thank you.
That was